Then Kaitlin, Cody, she's there now to show us what they have to offer.
There is someone sweeter, Natalie, and that is the owner of Morkes Chocolate here. This is Chris, and this is her beautiful shop, and we have so much to talk about in just 3 minutes. First, if you've never heard of Morkes, let's have Chris tell you a little bit about what her shop is.
First of all, thanks for coming, and I'm super excited. And happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Happy Valentine's Day.
So Morkes Chocolate. So this shop here has a bunch of chocolate. Obviously, you can see it displayed, but she also has a history with Morkes. So that's actually where we want to start, because when you first walk into her adorable little shop here in Cedar Lake, she has this display of photos because her history goes deep with Morkes Chocolate. So what do we have here?
Okay, so we call it Generations of Chocolate. So the original owner was
scooch on and show them.
The original owner was Bill Morkes, or William Morkes, I'm sorry, and then his son took over, Bill Morkes, where I started working there when I was like 13 years old. And then his daughter took over.
Was where? Where was this?
This was in Valentine. I'm sorry, Valentine.
Okay. Yeah.
And I lived down the street, so I started working when I was 13, and then his daughter took it over, Rhonda Morkes, who is just absolutely amazing. And this is her store right now. And that's where all the chocolate is made, mostly. That's where they have the long and robers and the big melting pots and the caramel kettles.
Yes.
And even when I was growing up, I did the dipping here, if you can see it.
So the history of Morkes Chocolate, you said it was delicious. They used to get in there with their hands. You can see no gloves.
Yeah.
And the chocolate speaks for itself, obviously, because they branched off and made multiple different stores. But
well, actually, Kaitlin, there's only, I'm the third shop, so there's really only 3. So the one in Huntley actually was one of the managers that worked at the Valentine store. So she opened up another one.
So your store in particular, though, you have a couple things unique to you, including...
Yes, for weddings, absolutely. We have all kinds of different wedding favors.
Or baby shower.
Or baby shower favors, christening.
We got to scoot this way. We're running out of time, you guys.
All right, so...
But as we turn the camera around to show your chocolate display, I did want to point out that we have all things from apples to truffles to creams to even orange peels, chocolate-covered orange peels. So before we wrap, which one of these chocolates do you want me to try?
You know what? The Bordeaux truffle is my favorite.
Is that this one?
Yes. It's a dark ganache in the center, dipped in a Belgian shell, and then dipped in dark chocolate. And you can taste the layers.
I'm gonna make up my
shell and then the ganache in the center.
And by the way, I know they wrapped me. My old neighbor here in Cedar Lake, Pat, was obsessed with this store before I even knew about it. And he would come home, I swear, 3 times a week with bags of chocolate and say, you have to go to this chocolate shop. It's so good. Okay, so coming up, we're going to talk about how she does her own molding with the chocolate. And we're going to take you in the back and cover some strawberries with chocolate, too. And in the meantime, I'm going to finish my chocolate. Back to you.
Assignment of the day, Kaitlin, for sure, right?
Thank you.